Jesse, how do you stop generational curses?
Well, let's just discuss that in a practical way. Generational curses is really when a generation passes the buck, when they refuse to deal with something that they should have dealt with, and so they pass it on. My grandmother was in poverty. I should say my grandfather was in poverty. My father was in poverty. I'm in poverty. Pass it down to my son. So someone at some point has to make the decision that this stops here. So the way you break it is through decision. That's how generational curses start. So you have to make a decision in your life to say it stops with me. Think about the prodigal son. After he left his dad and went out and spent all of his money, if he had got one of those ladies pregnant, then he would have had a kid in that state. That would become the kid's norm. That kid would have a kid. That kid would have a kid, and it's just a generational downfall from there. But he decided to go back home to his father. It still boils down to a decision. So what about those who were raped or something traumatic happened to them that was not their decision? Well, you still have the power to decide. You can go get therapy. You can go to counseling. You can decide not to be a victim, not to pass it down to the next generation, the pain and the hurt. Now, obviously, there are spiritual things that attach itself to individuals, and there's ways to go about that. But in a practical sense, someone has to decide it ends with me.